Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Another Ukrainian successful attack on a Russian warship. It seems like, according to the Ukrainians, that they destroyed a Russian vessel by Crimean Peninsula in the Black Sea. Remember, this is according to the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians were accurate, I would say mostly accurate, on their reports when they said they sank or when they said they hit a certain kind of target in relation to the Russian fleet. So I would believe these statements. After all, I don't think it's the Ukrainians conducting those attacks, but I think it's the Brits and the Americans. So therefore, they will report and say, tell them you hit them. We sank another Russian warship. Slava Ukraina. Ukrainska, whatever. Let's move on. So what do we have here? We have two articles. One that's 7 hours ago and the other one 3 hours ago. The first one just said, yeah, we destroyed, but we're looking for some more evidence. And the second article confirms the fact. So, Ukrinform. This is from today, the 6th of the 6th, 2024. 6th of June. DIU, fighters destroy another enemy ship in the Black Sea, Yusov says, right here. This is, see that? That's the evidence. Any questions? No answers. Here it is. Defense intelligence of Ukraine spokesman Andriy Yusov said that another enemy ship was destroyed in the Black Sea last night, in the middle of the night. Details are expected to be made public later. He said this on the air of the United Nations Telethon, Ukrinform reports. So, and then we have, and I'm quoting what this guy says, the greeting is not only gratitude, but also the destruction of another enemy ship in the Black Sea tonight. Details will follow a little later. The work for the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, DIU, which I call DUI, the naval strike, everything was accurate, minus one more enemy ship, end quote. Yusuf said before congratulating journalists on the holiday. Now, the second article, which is the confirmation, comes again from RBC Ukraine. There you have, you see, that's the evidence. Don't even dare. So, a Russian ship destroyed in Crimea. Defense intelligence to release vivid video. We're not going to play the vivid video, but I can make it for you. Clonk. There you have it. Vivid. What do you want? One more vivid. Look. You know, this reminds me of the one of the three little pigs. Remember the cartoon, when we used to have beautiful Disney cartoons? This looks like one, like the little pig. Hey, give me some bacon. Oh man, how can you not, enjoy yourself when? Besides that, when you see these guys, and he's the blue-eyed, but he's a little bit too chunky. Another Russian vessel was destroyed last night in the Black Sea near occupied Crimea, thanks to the efforts of the special units of the main intelligence directorate, DIU, of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, according to Andriy Yusov, that guy, one of the little oink oink, or guids. What the Romanians hear the pigs sounds like guids. The Americans are like, or the British, oink oink. I mean, the fuck? Guys, oink oink, guids. They heard it with the left ear and the other guy just with the right ear. Whatever, man. Or cock-a-doodle-doo or kukurigu, again with a rooster. And he says the same thing. Russian strike on the Black Sea fleet. It is noteworthy that Ukraine, without having a powerful fleet, has forced Russian warships to flee Crimea. Correct. This was achieved thanks to maritime drones, including the Magura V5, for which fundraising has announced today. Blah, 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 blah. Ukrainians have already managed to sink 4 large amphibious ships of the Russian Black Sea fleet. Among the recent losses for the occupiers is the missile ship Cyclone, which was struck in Sevastopol at the end of May. I covered that. as well. So, as I said, I'm 99% certain that the Ukrainians hit a Russian ship somewhere around Crimean Peninsula. I don't know what kind of ship. They didn't give any more details on that one. But nevertheless, my friends, here it is. What can the Russians do? I don't know. I mean, aside from the Cyclone, which was a modern Russian vessel, I think it was 2022 or 2022, about that time. Everything else were like some old landing ships, boats, speedboats, things like this. Not very. Some of them were docked over there, so I don't see those as being very well prepared in defending themselves. Obviously, which garbage. What can you do? But the Cyclone really was supposed to be top notch. Another thing about this is, I know the Americans or the Brits. I think it was the Americans. I don't know how many years, maybe 5, 7, 8 years, something like this. Said, we built another aircraft carrier, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, the whatever. And I remember it was the Russian defense minister, or not defense minister, a Russian general. He said, yeah, you build aircraft, make them big, so we can use only one missile, and we're gonna sink it. And the same here. One little Magura V destroyed a very important missile carrier like Cyclone or whatever that was. It's kind of garbage, but the same thing with Abrams tanks, and not only Abrams but Abrams specifically, drones hitting the Abrams. Abrams is, I don't know how many million, $10 million or something, and the drones are $500. I mean, please. And you got a guy with glasses and with bottom of the bottle, and he does the job for all those guys who designed the tank, who built the tank. A guy with and from behind, that's where they are vulnerable, the Abrams tanks. And it's unbelievable that they are not protected. I saw an Abrams tank. It has a cage on top of the turret in the back, so when the garbage $500 drone, the most expensive one is 500, could be 250. If it comes from behind, it hits the cage, therefore it doesn't get to have any produce any damage in the Abrams 1 tank. But nevertheless, the same with Magura. Magura is a garbage little vessel with, again, a guy with the bottom of the bottles, probably with bracelets or something too. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Successful? Successful. You can't change it. What are you going to do? And when these guys are going to use Taurus missiles or other Western missiles, what are you going to do with them? They took them from Sevastopol to Novorossiysk, right? Over there. They're going to be hit over there just a little bit further. But they got the bridge to blow, remember? And it's going to happen, they said, by mid-year. So they have about what? Now we're in the 6th. So they got what? 24 days for something like this to do that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.